This is the Windone E2 electric bike, a sleek and retro-inspired e-bike that combines style, performance, and comfort. It's sitting right here in front of me, and let me tell you, my first impression was that this thing looks absolutely amazing. The design is bold yet practical, with 20-inch fat tires and a sturdy frame that instantly feels solid and premium. I was both excited and a little cautious when I first got my hands on it. You know, you can't help but wonder, will this be as good as people say? Spoiler alert, it's really something special. When it arrived, I noticed the box was heavy, about 92 pounds. It's not a bike you casually pick up and carry around, but that's a fair trade-off for its durability. And honestly, most of the assembly was already done for me, which made things way easier. All I had to do was install the front fender, flip it over to attach the front tire, and then secure the steering with just a couple of screws. Everything else, like the headlight, rear suspension, and pedals, went on smoothly. I even pumped up the tires and boom, it was good to go. I'd call it a quick and surprisingly painless setup, but having a second person to help lift the bike would make it even easier if you're not used to hefting something this size. Once it was ready, I couldn't wait to test it out. The Windone E2 comes with a powerful 750-watt motor, and from my experience, it's got plenty of kick. I tested it on steep inclines and bumpy trails, and it handled both with ease. It maxes out at 28 miles per hour in pedal assist mode, and about 20 miles per hour when running purely on electric power. For me, it felt like riding a motorcycle, but with much less noise and a lot more control. The motor responded quickly when I twisted the throttle, and it gave me the confidence to tackle hills and rough patches without breaking a sweat. Let's talk about the battery. It's a 48-volt, 13-amp removable battery, which is super convenient if you want to charge it indoors. It takes around 6 to 7 hours to fully recharge, and I got around 30 miles of range using throttle-only mode. If you're using pedal assist, you can stretch that to nearly 40 miles, depending on how much effort you add to the ride. Personally, I love the flexibility of being able to switch between pedal assist and electric modes on the fly. It makes the bike versatile enough for commutes, leisure rides, or even light off-road adventures. Just keep in mind that your riding style and weight will impact the battery life. The Windone E2 features 7 gears, and changing them is a smooth experience. With a quick flick of the shifter, you can adjust to any terrain, whether you're going uphill or cruising on flat roads. It's intuitive and doesn't require much thought once you get used to it. For beginners, it's worth noting that gears are there to make pedaling easier or harder, depending on the situation. And with this bike, you'll find it adapts quickly to what you need. Now, let's dive into comfort. The first thing I noticed is the suspension system. It's top tier for a bike in this price range. You've got front fork absorbers and a rear suspension that work together to smooth out the bumps on challenging terrain. Whether I was tackling rocky trails or just cruising around the neighborhood, the ride never felt harsh. Pair that with the 23-inch sponge saddle, which is as soft as it sounds, and it makes for a really comfortable experience. The fat tires help as well. At 20 by 4 inches, they grip onto sand, gravel, and even wet roads with impressive stability. Stopping power is another thing that impressed me. The hydraulic disc brakes on both the front and rear wheels provide reliable braking, even on steep descents or in wet conditions. Coming to a quick stop didn't feel jerky or unsafe, and for someone who values safety as much as performance, this is a big deal. The brakes, combined with the overall balance of the bike, make it feel sturdy and predictable, even for an intermediate rider like me. One standout feature is the LCD display, which adds a touch of practicality and modernity. It's bright, easy to read, and displays everything from your speed to battery level to the total miles you've ridden. I appreciated having all that information in one central place. It's handy when you're trying to pace yourself or keep an eye on how much juice you've got left. There's even a power button that turns on the lights, which are surprisingly bright and great for night rides. The rear brake light is responsive too, adding an extra layer of safety. If I had any concerns, it would be the bike's weight. At nearly 90 pounds, it's not the easiest thing to move around when you're not riding it. Also, while I found the seat comfortable, taller riders, let's say over 6'1", might feel like they're stretched out awkwardly when pedaling. I'm about average height, and it fit me great, but I can see how positioning could be a challenge for some. That said, these are minor gripes compared to the overall performance and value this bike offers. From my experience, I'd recommend this for anyone looking for a reliable and versatile e-bike. It's perfect for commuters, outdoor enthusiasts, or just someone who wants a fun way to get around without constantly relying on a car. Sure, it's not a lightweight bike by any means, but that heft comes with a lot of benefits, like stability, power, and durability. In conclusion, the Windone E2 electric bike is an impressive piece of equipment that delivers on its promises. Whether you're riding for fun, fitness, or practicality, it's got the tools to make every trip enjoyable. The combination of a strong motor, robust suspension, and thoughtful design makes it a solid option for casual riders and adventurers alike. If you're on the fence about whether this is the right bike for you, I'd say go for it. You'll likely find that it exceeds your expectations, just as it did mine. If you enjoyed this quick review and found it helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and leave a comment below to let me know your thoughts or ask any questions. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you for watching.